Okay, so sorry guys. Heading. So how to access array element? We can access each element of an array using the index of the element, or we can access a range of item in an array by using the slicing operator. For example, if you see the index -1, you will be interacting with the last element in the array. Knowing this, you can easily access each element of an array by using its index number. Okay. Index number. So firstly, my array is A. So I want to fetch my first element. So print first element is, yes, what first element is
So A 0.
A is 0, right? A is 0. You see, we have successfully fetched my first element available in my this array, available in this array. Okay. So I want to fetch my all element. So second element is, the second element is A1. Okay, guys.
So
Yes.
if we want to access all the elements at the time, so what will we do?
All element.
Yes, sir, like one, two, three, four at the time, at the same time.
Okay, okay. Wait. Okay, now it's clear.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So next is insertion operation. Okay. Now, guys, you tell me how to insert element in a list because the syntax is same. Yes. Any idea, guys, how to insert element in a list? For the syntax is same in both cases. Yes. Any idea? No. Okay.
A
So yes, A.
A is equals to
Yes, A is equal to
array,
array
then braces I.
bracket and I, like this.
Yes, ma'am. Means
Okay.
single comma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then comma, then indexing. It means like when you place on at the place of 0, 1, then you will give.
Like this.
Yes, sir. I think I'm not sure, but
Okay. Okay.
I'm guessing.
Module object is not valid.
Yes.
Okay. So you see, this is a in this case, you fetching the element and assigning another variable,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So this is a syntax error. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Basically, this is used to fetching the element on my entire array, then assigning another variable. Okay, but my
Okay, sir.
question
Means
is how?
we will
Yes, yes.
here, sir. Here is we are fetching the element, not inserting.
Yeah. So my question is how to insert element in array. Insert in list, okay, because the syntax is same in both case list and array. So that's what I'm trying to say. Give me the syntax how to insert an element in a list. Yes, guys, any idea? Okay, the syntax is too easy. A dot insert, and first we pass indexing index, and second pass value. Okay, this is syntax. A dot insert. I want to add my element on indexing one. Okay, so indexing one, like this place. Okay, two place. So my index, pass indexing one, and my element is 34. Okay, so I want to print my data. So you see, first position we have successfully added my element 34. Give you more example. A dot insert, and again position 4, 9. Okay, yes, guys. Outcome is yes,
So 134 to 4.
2,
So
4.
place. Fourth place पे 89.
Yeah, fourth place 89. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So fourth is replaced by 89. Okay, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we successfully added my element 89 on that particular index. So, okay, now it's clear how to insert an element in array. So the syntax is same. You know, in a list the syntax is already same. The main difference is in this case we are working on a list, but right now I am working on array. Okay. So everything is clear till now, guys. Okay, so next is deletion. So tell me guys how to delete element in list. Yes.
So same A dot delete index or value.
A dot delete. Okay. Delete is
DEL.
delete method is not
remove
remove. Yeah, remove is method which is used to delete element. So firstly I write a definition how to delete element. You see, deletion refers to removing existing element from the array and recognize all element of an array. The built-in remove method is there in a path. Okay. The syntax is, firstly I want to print my data. So this is my array. So syntax is a dot remove, and we pass the element which I want to delete. Okay. So I pass any element exists. Okay. So suppose I want to data 34 on my in my entire array. So a dot remove, okay, and pass 34. Enter. I'm going to print my data. So guys, tell me the output. Yes.
one two three nine four.
Okay. Yes, tell me.
1, 2, 3, 89.
89.
4. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, you are right. So you see, we have successfully removed 34 on my entire array. Okay, I give more example. A dot remove, and I want to delete 89. Okay, so now see, yeah. So we successfully deleted my element 89 in my entire array. So now guys, it's clear how the remove method is working in Python. Yes,
Yes, sir.
any doubts? Okay. So the next method is adding element. Adding element. Okay. How to add an element in list? Yes. Any idea, guys?
A dot add.
A dot add. No.
Append.
Yes. A dot append. So we can add one item to the array using the append method, or add several items using the extend method. Okay, guys. So in a list, we have also covered these two methods. First is append. So basically, it is used to append the item, only one item. Okay. And next is extend method. So basically, extend method is used to add a several item uh, in your entire array. Okay. The syntax is a dot append equals 56. Okay. So example is a dot append. So I want to add 5. So you see 5 is added in my entire array. Okay. Give more example, a dot append and 6. Okay. Now it successfully added my 6 element on my entire array. Now it's clear, guys, how to add an element in my entire array.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next method is extend. Syntax is same, a dot extend. And in this case, we pass a list 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Okay. The example is a dot extend, and we pass a list. So my array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So I want to add 6, sorry, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes. Yes, guys, tell me what is the outcome coming from this statement when I want to print my data.
1 to 10.
1 to 10. So my entire array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, guys. One more example. And again 11, 12, 13. Oh, sorry. But it's already appended. Okay. Let's see. 12, 12, 11, 12, 13. Okay, guys. So now it's clear how to add element in array.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next method is reverse. Firstly, I want to print my array. So a dot So now guys, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I perform this operation index. So I call the element 9. So in the 9 indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So it returns the element on that particular index. Okay. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everything is clear till now.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
array contain a character value. Can
Character value.
yes.
Let's
Then
see.
which data type is used for character?
Okay. Wait. For a character, U. Okay. Let's see. V equal to array dot array U. And, okay, guys.
Yes,
So
sir.
U data type is used to for a pair character. So it's a Unicode character type. Okay. It contains a 2 byte in a memory.
Okay, sir.
So guys, your next topic is NumPy. Okay. So guys, any idea about NumPy? Yes. So basically, NumPy is a library. It is used to perform some statistical calculation in Python. Okay. For example, I want to compute the multiplication of two matrices in another language like C, C++, and Java. So it's too difficult to compute the multiplication of two matrices. Firstly, we have to take an input from the user using first two for loop, and again you again take the input from the user, again two for loop. Then I want to compute the multiplication using again two for loop. Then the final step is I want to print my data again using two for loop. So it's a too long process to compute the multiplication of two matrices in any other languages. Okay. But in the NumPy, it's too easy because the dot method is available in Python, so it is used to compute a multiplication of two matrix within a second. Okay, so it's an inbuilt function. So it's the power of NumPy. So basically, it is used to compute the multiplication as well as scientific calculation as well as your statistical calculation in a Python. Okay, so I write a definition. The definition is NumPy is and for numerical Python and is the core library for numerical and scientific computing. Okay. Now guys, the definition is clear. What is the definition of NumPy and why we use in Python? Yes.
Yes, sir.
In doubt till now? Why we use NumPy in Python? Okay. So now next thing is how to create a NumPy array in Python, because I'm talking about NumPy, so it's mean we are working on array and how to perform some operation using NumPy. Okay, the first thing is how to import NumPy module. Using import keyword, it is used to import a library. So NumPy as NP. Okay, so again NP is your alias. So I want to create an array using NumPy module. Okay, so a equal to np dot array, and we pass a list. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like this, and print data. So you see, we have successfully printed my array using NumPy module. Okay, then next thing. So this is a one-dimensional. Okay, one-dimensional array. So I want to create a multi-dimensional array like this. So firstly, I want to show the shape of my that particular variable. So okay, so a dot shape. You see, the shape of data is 3, 0. It means my array is one-dimensional. Okay, so I want to create two-dimensional array as well as three-dimensional array. So np dot array a2. Okay, np dot array two-dimensional like this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, comma, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those now. Okay, so it's a two-dimensional array. Okay, guys. So now, again, I want to print the shape of data. So you see, shape of data is 2, 4. It means two rows, and 4 columns. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is one row, and 5, 6, 7 is one row. Okay, and shape is column is 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8. 4, 8. This is a column. So these are 2 by 4 matrix. Okay, guys. Now it's clear how to create a two-dimensional array as well as matrix.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now tell me how to create a three-dimension array. I mean three-dimension matrix as well. Any idea?
In a
Three-
array between 3 square brackets. Well,
Yes, you are right. So then 3 square bracket, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Comma. 4, 5, 6. Comma. 7, 8, 9. See, we have successfully created my three-dimensional array. Okay. So let's see the dimension of my array. So AA dot shape. Okay. So you see, the shape of my data is 3 by 3. 3 by 3. Okay. So now, next thing is how to create a zero matrix, means zero array. Okay, guys, because the matrix and array both are same in this case, because I'm talking about the matrix, so it's the same just like a array. Okay, and I'm talking about array, so it's also like a matrix. Okay, so
sir,
yes,
in a shape 1 means.
one means axis.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, next thing is initialization of NumPy array using zeroth value. Okay, initialization NumPy. The syntax is np dot zeros. So zeros is the method. It is used to create a zero values matrix. Okay, like this. Okay. Example is a equal to np dot zeros, and I want to create my 5 by 5 zero matrix. Okay, You see, we have successfully created my 5 by 5 dimension zero matrix. Give more example. NP dot zeros 20 by 20. Again, you see, we have successfully printed 20 by 20 zero matrix. Too long words. Now it's clear how to create a zero matrix.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next thing is I replace this all zeros some values. Okay. So how can I do that? So the syntax is again same. So basically it is we perform this operation using full method. Okay. Full method. The syntax is a normal a and b dot full and cos 2 by 2 matrix and cos 10. So it's mean created a 2 by 2 matrix and then all rows and column contain the value 10 in every rows and every column. Okay. So b equal to example is np dot full and we want to create 10 by 10 matrix and all element is available in this matrix is 20. So let's see. You see, we have successfully created my 10 by 10 matrix. And all elements, I mean rows and column are contain the same value. It's not. It's 20. Okay, guys. So it's clear how to create a 10 by 10 matrix using some values. And how to work the full method.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next is arrange function. Syntax is np dot arrange and okay. So basically it print in a certain range. Okay. For example, n1 equal to np dot arrange and 2 20. Okay. You see, it successfully printed my element within certain range 10 to 20, 10, 11, 20, 12, 13, 14. And you see the last part is excluded. So it's not included in this array. Okay, guys. Give more example n2 dot np dot array arrange and 1 to 100. Okay. It successfully printed my numbers 1 to between 1 to 100. Okay. So now it's clear how to work with the arrange function and how it is work.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next thing is next method is random dot randint. Random dot randint. Okay. So basically it returns the random number within a certain range. Okay. The syntax is np dot random dot randint. Okay. Firstly, pass to argument like this. Okay. So example is n0 equal to np dot random dot randint and 1 to 20. So print n0. Oh, sorry. Oh, n0. Okay. You see, it returns a random number between this certain range. Okay, then I press I run again this cell. You see the this, and you see number is changed. Okay, and again run again this and run again this cell. Then you see the number is again changed. Okay, guys, it returns a random number between the certain range. So it's clear, guys.
Yes, sir.
So now I want to uh, print 5 random elements with this certain range in this certain range. Okay, so in this case syntax is again same. So we just add a new thing like okay, 5. This 5 means print a 5 random number between this within this certain range 1 to 20. Okay, so now and 0 is like this. So it returns a random 5 numbers between 1 to 20. Okay, guys. So I'll do more example. Np equal to np dot random dot randint and 1 to 100 and print 50 random numbers between this certain range 1 to 100. So you see, we successfully printed 50 random numbers within this certain range 1 to 100. So guys, now it's clear how to create a random number, how to generate a random number within certain range using random.random method. Yes, guys, everything is clear till now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want to perform some other operation. It's a normal, just a one-line operation. So n3. Okay. So firstly, I'm creating a matrix n equal to np dot array. Copy this thing. Now I want to show my dimension of this array. Okay, the method is and get. Okay, so basically it is used to print a dimension of a particular data. So nn dot n 10, which is the dimension of the data is 3 because it's 3 by 3 matrix. So next is item size. Item size. So nn dot item size. So see, item size is 4. It means it's contain a 4 byte in a memory. Okay, and next is data type. Syntax is nn dot data type. You see, it's a integer 32 data type. Okay, and next is size. Syntax is nn dot size. Okay, the size of my data is 9 because the 3 by 3 matrix, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 element is available in my particular matrix nn. Okay, and next is how to show shape of my data. So shape. Okay, so nn dot shape. Okay, the shape is 3 by 3 because it's a 3 by 3 dimension matrix. Okay, and next is sum. Okay, syntax is n dot sum and x is equal to 1. You see, sum the all columns. So 3, 2, 5, and 1, 6. Sorry, is column wise. Okay, 7 and 4, 11 and 1, 12, 12, and 8 and 5, 13, and 2, 15. So return 15, and next is 9 and 6 and 3 is 18. Okay, so is sum is column wise. Okay, sorry, row wise. Okay, row wise. Okay, so next is np dot sum, and x is equal to 0. So it returns sum column wise. You see, sum x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. It's not working. Yeah, I think it's not. This method is not right. So next thing is I want to compute the multiplication of two matrices. Okay, so I'm creating a three-dimensional matrix. Number one, b equal to np dot array. So 1, comma, minus 1, comma, 0. Okay, and next is 0, comma, 2, comma, 1. 5, comma, 0, comma, minus 1. Okay. Next matrix is C. So C equal to np dot array, and 0, comma, 0, comma, minus 1, comma, 1, comma, 2, comma, 1, comma, 3. Last is 5, comma, minus 1, comma, 0. Okay. So we have successfully created two matrix B and C. So the dimension of the both matrices is 3 by 3. So let's see the dimension of matrix B. So B dot nb. So you see the dimension of my B matrix is 3. Okay, and again you see the shape of my data. B dot shape. It's a 3 by 3. Okay. Now also it's clear. Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I want to perform a multiplication operation. Okay. The syntax is B dot and dot. You see. You see. Dot is an inbuilt method available in NumPy. So it is used to compute the multiplication of two matrices. So in the previous 2 to 3 minutes, I have already told you how in some other languages like C, C++, and Java, the multiplication of two matrices is too complicated. Okay, but in NumPy and Python, it's too easy to compute a multiplication of two matrices. Firstly, we have to create a first matrix and assign in another variable, and again create a second matrix and assign in another variable. And now we perform the dot operation like this. We dot and pass the second matrix. Okay, so we successfully printed the multiplication of two matrices. Okay, guys, now it's clear how to compute the multiplication of two matrices. Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now next method is joining NumPy array. Okay. So number one is vertical stack. So it's additive element with the vertically. Okay. For example, I'm creating a matrix A equal to np dot array. Comma 2, 3, and B equal to np dot array 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I want to perform this operation vertical stack, and I want to add these two matrices vertically. Okay, so syntax is np dot B stack and pass these two values. You see, we successfully added my two matrix in a vertically, okay, and so it's vertical, okay. So I want to add these two matrices horizontally. Guys, horizontal stack. Syntax is remains same, but method name is change. X stack. Okay. So you see, we successfully added my two matrix horizontally. Okay, guys. The last method is column stack. Syntax is same, but the method name is changed. Known as column stack. You see, we successfully added these two matrices using column stack method. Okay, guys. Now it's clear how to add two matrices using like V stack, H stack, as well as column stack. Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I perform some number operation. Like np dot sum pass to value a comma b. Okay. It returns the sum of all elements. 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus, okay. And but I want to add one values each element in this particular matrix A. So firstly, I want to print my data available in A matrix. So I want to add one in each element. Okay. So n1 equal to A plus 1. Okay. Print n1. So you see, we successfully added one each and every element in this particular array. Okay, guys. Now it's clear how to add some
Yes,
data and some values. Okay. So again, perform some other operation like n1 equal to a minus 1. So it's mean returns what?
-1 value.
Yes. And 0, 1, 2.
2.
Okay. So next is I want to print standard deviation. This is the standard deviation. And next is median. The median. And next is mean. This is a mean. Okay. And next is n1 equal to a multiplied by 5. So it's mean my every element is multiplied by 5. So one this 1 is multiplied by 5 and 5 multiplied by 2 and 3 multiplied by 5. So it returns 5, 10 and 50. Okay. Right. Okay, guys, any doubt till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, anyone take the attendance? First, Santosh name is not here. Yes, guys, anyone?
So, sir, what?
Can you take that to the attendance screenshot?
Okay, sir.
Okay. And send me my WhatsApp number. Okay. Okay. So your last operation is save and load the
Sir,
data.
do we all have to take screenshot and send one person?
Only one person. Okay, so everything is clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your last method is how to save NumPy array and how to load them. Save and load. Okay. So the syntax is same. Import NumPy as np. Okay. And create one array and one equal to np dot array, and we pass a list like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Now, so this is my array. So I want to save this array in my memory. So np dot save is an inbuilt method. It is used to save your array on the particular location. The name is my numpy. Okay, like this, comma, and so my numpy array is saved in this variable n1. Okay, with this name my numpy. Okay, so now I want to load this array. So n2 equal to np dot load. My array name is my numpy dot npy. So is the syntax, okay? And don't forget to write dot npy. Okay. So return my data. So you see, we successfully save my array and we successfully load my array. Okay, guys. It's not clear how to load them and how to save. Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Everything is clear till now. Any doubt? Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. So I think you take the attendance screenshot. Yes. Yes, Prajakta, you take the attendance screenshot.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay, thank you. So guys, if you have any doubt, so you can tell me, otherwise you can leave now.